Hey, so we are talking about constructing your first online course in this lesson. And part of the reason that I gave you that quote from Sir Isaac Newton about not enough bridges and too many walls was really that somewhere out there on the internet there is a course that I've put together which is all about course design for newbie trainers. So it's helping them to understand really how to construct a course, not only from scratch but also for the first time online. And the metaphor that I give them is of a bridge. So really what I want you to think about is what sort of bridge are you building? And in the newbie trainer course, what I talk about is them imagining that they have found out the way to get from mountain A to mountain B. And what they're going to be doing is building a bridge for all those people who are stuck on mountain A and telling them how to get from mountain A to mountain B. So for you, when you're constructing your first online course, you want to think about that bridge, and you also want to consider the key differences of delivery, which I'm shown you in that particular lesson. So some specific things to be aware of when you're talking online courses. First of all, welcome to sections and lectures or lessons. Now, I use lectures and lessons interchangeably, so apologies if you've already been a little bit confused by that. But effectively, all marketplaces and platforms and plugins will talk in some way about sections and about lectures or lessons. Now, the sections are the broad areas that you are going to cover. So think about those as perhaps a one-day training course or even a module within a training course. And the lectures and lessons are the individual bits of information that you want to get across to people within each of your sections. So your section is, say, the chapter of a book, and your lectures and lessons are each page within that chapter. So you're looking at one broad concept per section for your course, and then one specific learning per lesson. You can go up to 3 per lesson, but really if you want to keep in that sweet spot that I talked about in another lesson of 5 to 7 minutes, then you're going to want just one specific learning per lesson. When you are planning out your course, trust me on this, it's a really good idea to have a name, so an explanatory title, and a purpose for each lesson and each section. This will be really helpful when it comes to marketing your course. You also want to think about the delivery mix and the length. So I mentioned the sweet spot of 5 to 7 minutes for each of your lessons, but also the length overall of your course, because sometimes students will look at something and think, oh my God, there's 18 hours worth of learning to get this particular skill. I don't have that kind of time. So think about the overall length plus the individual length, and think about your delivery mix as well. So whilst I appreciate that this free course that you're watching right now has one video and then lots of SlideShare and audio over the top of it, I've also given you options with subtitles, with audio only, and with a transcript, so that you can just mix up the way in which you're consuming the information, and hopefully that keeps things a little bit more lively for students. Plus also, you have no idea how they're going to choose to watch or listen to what you're saying, and you also want to think about the best way to get across the information that you've got. The other thing that you can think about is what sort of add-ons will help or add value, and what I mean by that is quizzes or projects or discussions, handouts, some kind of workbook maybe, some templates that you might want to give people. So anything and everything additional to the video or the audio that you're offering in each of the lessons that will add value to your students, and it's also something that you can talk about within your marketing. Okay, so lots in that one, but that's the end of that particular lesson. So thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next one.